Hi, I'm Phyllis from the Doll Corner, and today I want to show you how to make another little bonnet. And this one, you don't really need a pattern, you just need some measurements. You need the depth of the doll's head and enough to put a casing in the back, and 3 times the measurement of the doll's face. So this doll's face is 9 inches. So I needed 27 inches by about 5 inches to make this doll bonnet. And it's very easy. So this 3 times is 27 inches. And this is a little bit too wide, but I have it for another purpose, so we won't cut it. But we'll imagine that this is just 5 inches, okay? I serge around the 3 sides. And when I've serged around, you can also just turn it in like this. That's good too. But I have the serger, I like the way it finishes things off. And then on the edge that I haven't serged, I put a piece of lace and serge it, right sides together. And then when it's serged on there, I turn it, press it back here, and top stitch it right along the edge. And then I make my casing along the back, but before I do, I turn this side seam, I stitch it up about 1 inch, and then I bring my casing up and stitch it on both ends. And that leaves a nice finished edge for my ribbon. So when I get my casing made, I'm ready to do my smocking. And I use my cording foot for my machine. I got this tangled up here. There we go, I think. So I've got one in the first cording foot, piece of embroidery floss, and one in the third one. I don't put one in the center one. I could, but I prefer to just use the 2. It's all tangled up. Making sure that they line up in here on the little groove straight behind. And once it's on the machine, it stays there. Then I take and I line it up right along the edge of my lace and my fabric, right along there, and just sew down. And then I line this one up with this row. I like the little space between, but if you preferred it closer, then just move it over so that wherever you want. And the third row you can just line up here. But this is such a small piece, I didn't think we needed 3. The stitch I use, this is my embroidery floss, and I use my multiple stitch zigzag, and it goes over back and forth like this, missing your embroidery floss, so this leaves your embroidery floss free. And then you just take and draw it in like this, making sure you don't pull these out the other end. And you can see how nice that looks. and neat. And when I have it all adjusted to the right size for the doll's face, I take my ends and turn it like this over to the back, the wrong side, and remember where I stitched up the inch, then I will continue turning this in and sew up and reverse it and then go back over, and that gives 3 times over it, so that should hold these stitches from breaking loose. And then just finishing sewing, clip those off, tidy it up, and then you can sew a ribbon on here, a ribbon up like this if you lift, or just under the here, however you'd like. And then for the back, I thread a piece of ribbon through the back, and draw it in. Now what I like to do is leave it long enough that it won't pull out through, and stitch it right in the center so it won't pull away. And then if you decide if you want to wash your bonnet, you can pull it out and it's easier to press. This one I just stitched at the back, and I would, if you were to wash that, you might, depending on the fabric, if it was if you didn't have to press it, it would be okay. And you could put a little bow on the back here if you just brought it in like this and tacked it in. But it makes a cute little bonnet. Looks like you worked hard at making it. This one I use 4 rows, depending on the depth of the head, how many rows of smocking you would like. And you could make a little dress with a smocked front on it to match. Would look quite cute. So if you found this video helpful, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, email me at dollfashion77@gmail.com. Subscribe to my channel and you'll get my next video when a notice for my next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon. Bye now.